going on, everybody? Here. We're back with MMA Investing, the man, the myth, the legend himself right here to break down this weekend's fights. UFC 274. This is the preview show. Joe, how are you feeling about this card?
Yeah, man, let's get it. This is a pretty cool card, honestly. I like this pay-per-view a lot. A lot of action to be seen, I think. I mean, a lot of these fights stylistically are pretty cool clashes, I think. So I'm really looking forward to this one for sure.
Totally agreed, especially because we've had a few suspect cards these past few weeks. So it's nice to see this. It's definitely nice to see this. Let's get into it. Michael Chandler versus El Cucuy, Tony Ferguson. This is tough for me because Michael Chandler is up there, one of my favorite fighters in the world. I love Michael Chandler. Awesome dude. And Tony Ferguson, I loved him growing up. You know what I mean? The Hispanic background, El Cucuy, everything. I loved it. I think this might be the end for Tony Ferguson, my friend. I'm not sure what you think, but I think this might be the end for Tony. I think Michael Chandler obviously has power in his hands. He's a little chinny too. Now, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I feel like Michael Chandler, does.
If Chandler told me before this fight, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to wrestle Tony, I'm going to pick my shot smartly, and I'm going to wrestle when I have to, I'd pick Chandler 10 times out of 10 in this fight. The problem is, I don't think Chandler's ever going to do that. I think he likes to cater to the audience, and I just don't think his fight IQ is the greatest. So I can very likely see a scenario where he goes out there and just bangs out with Tony Ferguson. I don't think that's a good idea for anybody. I don't care who you are. Like you said, there's also a high possibility Chandler goes out there, lands a right-hand bomb, left-hand bomb, and puts Tony down. But Tony is durable as they come, even at this age. What is he, 37 now? He can still take a hell of a beating, hell of a shot. Chandler has to fight smart. He really does. I know, everyone thinks Tony's washed and done. He very well might be. But Tony's still sick on the feet a little bit. He still has some athleticism there. He can take a beating. My official pick, I'm going to say Tony gets the upset, honestly, man. I think I know it's...
You heard it first. MMA Investing says it right here. Go ahead, continue, bro.
Yeah, he's plus 400 at this point, and from a betting scenario, why not throw $20 in the guy? That's not my opinion. It doesn't make any sense to parlay Chandler, I think, unless you're taking, I think maybe Chandler by decision, but again, there's a very likely possibility he knocks him out, so who the hell knows. I can just see a scenario where Chandler's winning, he drops him once or twice, Tony just stays in the fight. Before you know it, we're in round 3, and Chandler's gassed, man, and Tony starts piecing him up like he always does. Maybe he finds a Darce choke in round 3 and hurts him. I don't know. Everyone's probably coming crazy, and everyone probably thinks Chandler wins this fight easily. I'm going to say I think Tony wins this fight. We'll see, though.
You heard it from MMA Investing.
I'm not confident in it. It's a plus 1 underdog, but I wouldn't bet anything on it.
I will say if that happens, that'd be devastating for Michael Chandler.
Yeah.
Devastating.
I don't know. Chandler's fought in Bellator his whole career, and we've seen time and time again how low-level Bellator is in comparison with the UFC. Mm-hmm. How many UFC fighters have we seen go over to Bellator and just dominate? They weren't even that good in the UFC, time and time again.
Look at Ryan Bader, became the double champ at Bellator.
That's what I'm saying. The two-time champion, the double champion. He wasn't sniffing gold in the UFC.
Fair. That's fair. That's fair to say.
Gegard Mousasi went in there and hasn't been touched. He was like a top 5, top 10 guy. He's very, very good. But
they call Mousasi the GOAT over there, bro. They think Mousasi's the GOAT.
Exactly. That's how dominant he's looked against their Bellator scrubs. So, yeah, we'll see, man. But I still think Tony has some fight left in him. If this is a prime Tony, I'm taking Tony all day, obviously. I think anybody would. But I think Tony has some juice. And because I think Chandler's going to strike with him more than he should, I'm giving Tony a real shot. And plus 400, I'm going to take that.
You heard it from the man himself. And again, for Michael Chandler, it would be devastating because he almost wins the title against Oliveira and then kind of gasses out, then gets slept himself. Then he loses against Gaethje, and this would be a loss against a falling Tony. So again, would be devastating for Mr. Michael Chandler. Next one, you have Thug Rose, Namajunas against Carla Esparza.
Yep.
I'm taking my MMA Investing money and I'm putting that on Thug Rose. Hope if she's in there mentally, I see her winning. She's pretty damn good in that division. How do you see that fight going? Thug Rose, Carla Esparza.
Yeah. Because Esparza already beat her already, it's definitely narrowed the line a little bit. I think more than it should be. I think it was like a minus 180, minus 200 favorite, like 2-1. And I think she should be a bigger favorite here. Stylistically, obviously, Esparza is a very public dog this week. A lot of people are on her. I think she's going to win because of the wrestling. But I just don't see a world where Esparza is going to lay and prey on her for 25 minutes, or she's going to take her down for even 3 of those rounds and win those rounds off ground control. Rose has showed now that she's a way better fighter than she was back then. Obviously, she's evolved. She stuffs takedowns pretty damn well.
She does.
Really good elite jiu-jitsu, and she showed a really good ability to get up in the feet. I think Wei Li, not as maybe good of a technical wrestler as Esparza, but she's a much stronger woman, I would say, much more physical, much more athletic. And Rose, even she was having some tough times, but she was able to get back up to her feet, fight off takedowns, and do very well there. And on the feet, it's not even close. Rose is going to pick her apart.
She is
with pretty clear ease. I just don't see a world where Esparza is going to be able to win this fight just based off ground control. I don't see her finishing Rose in a submission or anything like that. And I just think Rose is going to do too much damage on the feet before Esparza is able to take her down and get a couple minutes of control time. I just see those rounds going in the favor of Rose to the judges. I like Rose a lot here. Esparza's live, of course. She has a clear path to victory with the wrestling. Rose doesn't have the best takedown defense in the world, but it is good. It's serviceable, great grappling, and it's elite striking. Just too many tools, I think, here. More ways to win.
100%. I think overall, Thug Rose is just the overall better fighter. But yes, totally agreed. Main event, you have Charles Oliveira versus Justin Gaethje. I've went against Oliveira a few times already, and I'm going to do it again, bro. I'm going against him again. I've been wrong like the last 3 times with his fights. Justin Gaethje is like a bull, though, bro. He hits really hard. He's pretty damn durable too. Oliveira's proved me wrong so many times already. I don't know why. I think Justin Gaethje's obviously more game than Michael Chandler. He kind of proved that in their fight. So I think Justin Gaethje walks through him, punches him, hits him real hard, and I think he TKOs him. Now, again, a lot of people have been saying a lot of different things. That's just what I think. Again, I might be wrong. I've been wrong with Oliveira the past 3 fights. How do you see this going?
Yeah, same here. I was on Poirier. I was on Chandler. And then he got dropped in both first rounds. Almost finished, but the kid showed he's a different fighter now. He's tough as a nails.
Yep.
I'm gonna try to keep this one short. I got a lot to say on this fight, just stylistically and all the things, different ways to win. But I don't like Gaethje's grappling, man. I think his jiu-jitsu is pretty much non-existent. Habib went through his guard and everything like butter, not hot knife through butter. And I know it's Habib, but at the same time, Oliveira's jiu-jitsu is elite as it comes, and I just don't think Gaethje has a ground game at all. On the feet, I think Charles is more technical, has more tools in his kit, and will be able to pressure Gaethje. The thing about Gaethje, he doesn't like when he's pressured back. Watch the Habib fight; he got walked down the entire fight. And Gaethje also really hates when there's a threat of a takedown, when there's a threat of grappling. He turns into a completely different striker. Watch that Habib fight; he's all hunched over. His strikes are way more loopy, not as technical, not as efficient as he usually is when he's facing a pure striker.
That Habib fight, he kept throwing a sloppy overhand
that's what
right.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
He's overhands right, overhands left. He was all hunched over and weird looking. He just didn't look right in that fight. And it's because of the threat of a takedown. There's a very real threat of a takedown. There's a very real threat of getting your back taken and submitted in 30 seconds with Charles. That's going to play in Gaethje's head, and he's not going to be the same striker because of that. He's not going to be able to stay technical in the pose. He's just not. And Charles don't give a fuck at this anymore. He will get in your face. He will throw his cheap kicks to your body. He'll elbow you. He'll knee you. I guarantee you he gets right in Gaethje's face. He walks him down, and he starts mixing it up with him. As soon as Gaethje gets a little bit comfortable, maybe, boom, double leg. Boom, pushes him to the fence. Boom, takes his back. I just think Charles is the best lightweight in the world right now, man. I think he even beats Islam. And I just think there's way too many tools in his kit. He's too tough now. He's too durable now. His cardio is good. All the boxes are checked. The guy's a fucking elite striker now too, man. Like his striking's really, really fucking good. Obviously his grappling's always been elite, but his striking's now caught up. And because of that, and because his mental toughness is also caught up, there is a world where Gaethje wins, right? Like you said, I think he's more alive than Poirier was because he has more power in one punch than Poirier does. But I just don't think he's outlanding. Even if Gaethje hits him and rocks him and drops him, he can't jump in his guard and try to finish him.
Yeah.
You can't. You're going to have to sit back and kind of let Charles recover. I think Justin probably hurts Chandler or Charles again, but we've seen time and time again, it doesn't matter, man. This guy's going to stay in your face. He's going to get right back up and take it to you. And he's a slight favorite. He's like minus 160, minus 170. I like those odds. He's finally getting some respect in the market, and it's very deserved at this point. I'm not going to go against Charles again. I can't. But I understand anybody taking a bet on Gaethje at underdog odds. I completely understand. But I just think it's Charles' time right now. It's Oliveira, you get it? Oliveira.
There it is from MMA Investing. Yes, can't wait to see it. Should be a fantastic main event. We will see Oliveira, Gaethje for that lightweight title. Hopefully it's fantastic. We both think it will. Joe, appreciate having you on. We will keep doing this shit. I love it. MMA Investing and on Instagram. Follow the Patreon. Subscribe to his shit. MMA Investing Joe.